difficult to win that championship, but it's also even harder, especially in your first defense, to hang on to.
Well, the crazy thing for Marcus Mathers is he has to completely change up his strategy from when he won that title originally. We all know that Cruel and Gabriel Skye are completely different opponents. Marcus went from fighting one of the largest men on the independent scene to now wrestling one of the fastest. It's got to be a complete mindset change for Marcus here, as he has to adjust his style, make sure that he knows exactly what he has to do in order to beat Gabe Skye here tonight.
And you are absolutely right on the money. It's one thing to know that you have to go in there and hit a home run shot with every swing against somebody like Cruel, and not that you don't have to give everything you got against Gabriel Skye, but you're not trying to take down a 350-pound monster. You're in there with somebody your size, so you know that your strategy changes drastically. And let's talk about this as well, the emotional shift you have to make, because Gabriel Skye isn't your enemy. He's not a guy that you're trying to conquer after all this time. He's an opponent who wants the championship. That is a shift as well.
Unfortunately, I can't give you much of a insight onto that because I necessarily don't have many friends in professional wrestling, Paul. So I can't really give you an insight on what it's like fighting your friends. No, everybody that I wrestle against is my enemy. But I gotta say, I was in there with my best friend, I would be a little conflicted. And not for nothing, you also have to add the added pressure of the fact that Marcus Mathers doesn't want to be a transitional champion, and I know that that's on his mind. And he definitely doesn't want to be a transitional champion against somebody like Gabe Skye, who he has been friends with since he started.
It would be, let's just say, it would be an embarrassment if he came up short in his first title defense, and he knows that. He knows that if he finally conquered somebody like Cruel and then slipped up against Gabriel Skye, he would be like one of those athletes you see in all sports who get the choke artist label put on them even though he won the championship. It is a big, big load to try to carry for the mind of Marcus Mathers, but let's talk about the mind of Gabriel Skye. Coming in here with nothing to lose, that doesn't mean he isn't feeling the pressure as well.
No, 100%. Gabriel Skye has had excellent success in tag team wrestling all around the country with Above the Rest. But at the same time, I have talked to him today, and he said that he feels almost slighted as a singles wrestler. He feels like he still has something to prove as a singles wrestler. And what better way to prove that you're not only one of the best singles wrestler, but the best singles wrestler by beating a guy like Marcus Mathers, who's a WWE ID prospect and the current IWTV World Heavyweight Champion.
You talked about feelings. The only feeling Marcus Mathers has right now is his chest is on fire after those strong strikes from strong spirit Gabriel Skye, as he absolutely wants to get that label of only a tag team wrestler off his back, and what better way than here at the reboot at Electric Haze to knock off Marcus Mathers and become IWTV champion.
I think those chops are honestly a big advantage for Gabe, because when you look, he is a guy that when he chops you down, it wears you down. It brings you down to the point where it's a struggle to come back up.
And you've said this to me before, it's also a struggle to breathe when those chest chops are going so furiously, and the oxygen tank of Marcus Mathers is being tested right now because he is back on his feet trying to go on the offensive against Gabriel Skye. And how about that for a stunner from the IWTV champion?
Momentum gaining for Marcus Mathers. He could win it right here.
Could be it. Will he retain? Gabriel Skye says not so fast, as we are kicking things off here at the reboot at Electric Haze. Use that hashtag all night. Let us know what you think, and thank you for joining us here on IWTV as Marcus Mathers trying to regain his bearings after Gabriel Skye was tearing through him to start off this match.
I mean, we've seen surprises before, and in all honesty, that Blue Thunder Bob could have been it, but I feel in this type of situation, Marcus Mathers is going to pretty much throw the entire kitchen sink at Gabriel Skye in order to beat him here tonight.
And he may have to do that. I said earlier he was throwing only home run shots against Cruel. He's still going to throw those big bombs. He just has to do it a little differently than he did against Cruel if he wants to make successful title defense number 1 here tonight, as we have a loaded night of action. Makes the cover Only a count of 2. We have so much. And this is our opening match here tonight. What a way to kick things off. As Marcus Mathers
55 minutes remaining.
trying to hang on here as these two go back and forth. Count of 2. Ducks that. Inside cradle. No. Pops up. He went for that cutter, but Gabriel Skye saw it coming, was able to get that knee to the side of Mathers, and he just got dumped on his head.
Perks of wrestling your friend. You tend to know his offense inside and out.
There's the power bomb. Gonna go for that spirit breaker. He has that cinched in the center of the ring. Can you imagine if Gabriel Skye takes home the championship here at the reboot and he does it via submission?
The reality of possibly losing this championship is slowly creeping into Marcus Mathers' mind right now.
As the crowd here at Electric Haze telling Marcus Mathers, please do not give it up. What an ending that would be to his oh-so-short reign that began on New Year's Eve as he is desperately trying to get over there to make the rope. But now he's able to adjust. But Skye saying, I'm gonna try to hold on because he wants to be the champion and he wants to make Marcus Mathers quit.
And Gabe Skye attacking the leg right here. Great strategy for a guy like Marcus Mathers, who is known for his high-flying abilities.
As now Skye has Mathers lined up. Skye remembers being such a young rookie when he was first here competing in season 1 of Uncharted Territory in the Discovery Gauntlet. He wants to right that wrong because he came up short against Mick Moretti that night. He wants to not only right the wrong, he wants to walk home with the gold. But Mathers says, I'm not going out quite yet as he holds onto that ankle, but this buys him enough time to at least breathe again.
Now Marcus Mathers, you know that his strategy has just changed up. Not only did he have to change his strategy coming into this match from Cruel to Gabe Skye, but now his ankle's hurt. Now he has to figure out exactly how he's going to be able to beat Gabriel Skye by taking out a huge part of his offense, which is a lot of those high-flying maneuvers.
As Mathers gonna go up top. Is he gonna go for that 450? No, he saw Skye moving and that ankle might have been busted as well. Skye leaps up with the knee to the chin.
Dangerous territory.
Wait, up and oh, Skye able to hang on. Hits that kick to the side of Mathers' head. Rolls through, went for the jackknife, no, able to adjust. Rings of Saturn pin here, and he was gonna try to hold on to that boot. I think that just cost him the pin.
If he had gotten that boot, for sure. Oh my Lord!
Hits the destroyer. Is this it? Will he retain? But Skye able to kick out at 2.
I'm impressed with Marcus Mathers. The wherewithal to continuously use your high-flying maneuvers even though that you're in an insane amount of pain right now. There's a lot to credit him for in his resiliency.
Marcus Mathers, Gabriel Skye, kicking us off here at the reboot. IWTV Championship on the line. Paul Crockett joined alongside BRG, and thank you for joining us here as Mathers looking to go up top once again, but Skye is making him pay for it by hanging on for dear life.
I feel as Gabe Skye is able to hook in that submission one more time, and that could be it. With the amount of damage
Skye is up, and he is able to get that boot to the temple of Marcus Mathers. And now Skye, he's gonna go up, and if he can hit something from here, that could be the end of the short reign of Marcus Mathers as IWTV Championship. From the heavens, Spanish Fly, he's not done. He's gonna go up. Could this be his moment? Double stomp.
That could be it.
Do we have a new champion? Mathers gets the shoulder up at a count of 2. Can you believe it?
I'm personally shocked.
As Gabriel Skye, beside himself, he thought after all these years, he thought he had redemption for the uncharted territory discovery gauntlet slip-up. He thought he was the IWTV champion, but Marcus Mathers says, I'm not done.
10 minutes of elapsing time limit, 50 minutes
Seems like Gabe Skye is throwing that friendship out the window right now because he just stomped on Marcus's injured ankle, and he is having no problem going up again to slam those feet right into his. No!
Oh, he missed. He went for a splash, but Mathers was right there. Hits that kick. Gonna line him up again. Gonna cross him up. Down he goes, and could this be Mathers' moment? He's been itching to hit this 450. Can he successfully defend his title as he goes all the way up? 450 splash. And Mathers retains the championship.
The time of the ball, 10 minutes, 48 seconds. Here is your winner and still IWTV Independent Wrestling World Champion, Marcus Mathers!
As Mathers is able to hang on to that